Creo que estoy en vivo. ¿Estoy en vivo o no estoy en vivo? Asumo que estoy en vivo. Ahí está, estoy en vivo. Perfecto, Harayo. Sí, ahora sí estoy jugando Lucy. Perfecto. Abrir en otra ventana. Y estamos. Oh, no puedo ver cuántos viewers tengo. Ahí está, ahora sí. Ahí estamos. Espérame un poco, chicos. ¿Qué? Oh, y ahora sí. Acabo de volver. Sorry, me habían llamado. Hola Sabori. Hola Diana. ¿Qué tal están? Espero que muy bien. Asumo que se escucha bien el micrófono. Y vamos a empezar. Continuemos. Habíamos quedado acá. Master is finally here. Eso lo había dicho Lucy. Oh, se escucha muy fuerte, creo. Ahí sí. No sé por qué a estos juegos les gusta de repente cambiarse las configuraciones del audio. Les cuento, no puse cámara en este stream porque estoy resfriado y tengo una cara de mierda. Así que les pido disculpas y... nada, espero que lo pasemos bien. También les quería decir que probablemente para este stream no voy a... What? Probablemente para este stream no voy a leer las voces. Sí, probablemente las voy a leer. No, mejor juguemos. It was the android named Lucy Valentine who had greeted me at the door. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? There's no way that useless thing could be standing there talking to me. And what's with the smile? I double check. You're Lucy, right?
はい、そうですよ。ルーシーは他でもないルーシーです。
Oh, man, me encanta su voz. Well, guess that settles it. How did you end up like this?
はい、マスター。どうなっているかと言いますと
Oh. What? Están llegando estas notificaciones, sorry. That voice and your face. And you're standing on your own, right?
はい、もちろんです、マスター。ルーシーは今、2本足で立っているんです。えへん。
Ahem. Lucy puffs up her chest, looking proud. I mean, that's not really something to be proud of, but thinking back of how she was before, it was damn well impressive. You do look better now, so there's nothing wrong with you anymore.
はい、マスター。今のルーシーは体が軽く、すぐにでも飛べそうなくらいですよ。
Oh man, Lucy está en moe. Oh, Rico, gee, Rico. For emphasis, she spins in the place like an excited ballerina. She had the appearance of a mature, well-pampered maiden, yet at the same time looked still like a child. But her spin abruptly ends as she crashes onto the floor. Se cayó. Y ahí va mi paz mental.
まだ元通りにはなってないみたいですね。
Bien, Illuminati, me agrada esa actitud. Ya voy a tratar de leer en español. Si no me sale, vuelvo al inglés, ¿ok? Para ver que puedan entender. Obviamente no voy a leer en español las líneas de Lucy, porque... Nice, gracias. Lucy sonríe como de una forma... sheepishly, es como una forma inocente. Bueno, estoy falto de palabras. esa engañadora humana, o sea, esa voz engañadoramente humana. Su personalidad vibrante, llena de tal emoción. Su cara mostrando todas las formas de expresiones. Cada movimiento estalla con una pasión desde el alma. Que GG la traducción. Lo estoy intentando. Para decir eso, estoy asombrado. O sea, para decir que estoy asombrado. Sería un... decir que estoy asombrado sería un... understatement. Pero ¿por qué? Me faltan las palabras precisas. Y siento que hay palabras precisas para traducir esto, pero... Ok, voy a seguir con el inglés, no voy a perder tiempo con esto. Would be a gross understatement. My brain's turned too much. I can't utter a single word. I won't show it on the outside. It's weakness to lose control over your emotions. Well, that plus, I don't want to admit to her that I'm surprised. That's one heck of a change in a few hours.
初めてマスターに褒めてもらいました。嬉しい。
Ureshi, kaneshi, ureshi. I'm complimenting the guy who fixed you up, of course.
そんな。
The look of disappointment on her face was quite surreal. How can I possibly explain this? Magic? Had she been enchanted by a witch? All childhood stories spring to mind. The nine-tailed fox who decided to become human. Oh, Naruto! The little mermaid who also wished to become human. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul. No, what happened to them? Let's just say that they didn't get happy endings. But this robot makes me think, if that little mermaid's wish ever came true, wouldn't she be celebrating just like this? Enough of this claptrap. Back to the matter at hand, which is... where's the repairman? So, what happened to that guy who put you in charge?
はい。店長さんは必要な物資を調達するために出かけています。
Qué tipo más responsable. He's not here? What about his store?
お店は立派な店員が代わりに当番しています。
An assistant? Where?
あはんあはん。
So where's the assistant?
あはんあはん。
¡Qué tierna, man! I don't see anyone. Well, that sure took the wine out of her sails. She's having more highs and lows than a bipolar patient. Feeling bad for her, I decide to drop the act. Okay, I get it. You're the one in charge for the time being.
そうです、マスター。今はルーシーが店番をしています。
Oh, qué rico que ahora hable tan de corrido. En la parte anterior hablaba tan lento. She sure bounced back fast. Moreover, what's the deal with the repairman? Leaving Lucy to take care of the store on the first day that he's met her? To such a ditzy robot? You'd have to be a few cards short of a full deck to think that this was a smart idea.
マスター、何か考え事でも。
I'm not thinking about anything. And can you stop calling me master all the time?
でも、マスターはマスターです。
Use my name instead.
でも、ルーシーはマスターの名前を知りません。これを機に教えてください。
True. I botched it up last time. Let's run through the choices. Oh, me dirá por mi nombre. A ver, Go. Tengo 5 años. I have an even better name. The name's Mr. Handsome. Es como parecido a lo que haya puesto, pero bueno.
マスター、そんな嘘は通じません。他人を騙すなんて良くないです。嘘は罪です。
Aye, so you're telling me I am ugly?
いえ。そういう意味で言ったわけでは。 ミスです、ミス。
She calls up instinctively, thinking she might be scolding for messing up. Oh, man.
そうでなくて、名前に嘘をついたらダメってことです。本当の名前を教えてください。
Really? And why do you think I'm pulling your leg?
さっき名前を入力しているのを見ました。
¿Nani? ¿Qué clase de Doki Doki es este? Oh, come on, even the game's working against me. Rompieron la cuarta pared. Oh, forget it. Just call me Master.
はい、マスター。
Sí, igual es rico que me llame Master. Oh, Master.
マスター
Master. What?
マスタ
Master. What do you want?
ー、なんとなく呼んでみました。
Are you messing up with me?
いえいえ、めっそうもございません。マスターと呼べる方がいて、とっても嬉しいです。だから、なんとなく呼んでみました。
She cracks a wide smile. If she were human, I'd think she was on drug. But for a robot, maybe she still got a screw loose. Or her programming was still corrupted. See, you know? Whatever the case, I just can't get a beat on her. And where's that stupid repairman? Illuminati, nosotros sabemos lo que ella quiere. Smash, smash. 10 minutes later, the man in question finally shows up. As soon as we lock eyes, the guy makes a beeline towards me and nearly bowls me over my ass. He pleads, "Please, let me have a douchey!" Huh? What kind of screwed up situation is this? Okay, creo que está muy fuerte el volumen. Juego, detente. ¿Por qué haces esto? It's like he's asking for my daughter's hand in marriage. I shoot back. No, I will not let you marry her. Huh? What are you on about? You high or something? Hey, that's my line. What do you think you're doing? The owner takes some time to collect himself. Maybe I got a bit carried away. Kid, how about I pound that android off you? No, why am I not surprised? You want me to sell her? Yeah, I can give you this much. He takes out his calculator and showed me the figures. My mind goes numb for 5 seconds. Are you serious? Of course. What do you think? Not a bad deal for a student, right? This is a ton of dough, even for an adult. With the state this place is in, I don't think he has that kind of capital. He's obviously desperate. I stare at Lucy in silence. The android's frozen like a statue. The face of her almost looks sad, like a slave about to be sold of an action. Well, maybe that's a bit extreme. He's not about to eat you alive or anything. I turn back to face the repairman. You'd pay this much? Do you really think Lucy's worth that kind of money? Of course! ¿Cierto? He yells in excitement. Jeez! Decent much? Listen to carefully. Any decent priced robot model comes with an AI or a module that allows them to mimic human emotions. You know this much, right? Sure. Well, creating such a model is an incredible compressor process. Even then, do you know how well they're paid for me? Compared to a real person, they're still a long ways off. Right. Even cutting edge, their mimicking emotion is rudimentary at best. We are still not at that stage where it's considered genuine. I'm beginning to see the picture here. Looking back at Lucy, I start to put together what he's trying to tell me. You're a sharp one. Teaching kids pretty well these days. So, you savvy what I'm saying? Lucy's actually a person disguised as a robot. Lucy's actually a princess under a spell. Lucy's an exceptionally well-made robot. Illuminati, ¿qué quieres? ¿Algo así como un bukkake, un gangbang? Tranquilo, man. Tranquilo, viejo. So you're telling me that Lucy is an exceptionally intelligent robot capable of processing natural human emotions? Honestly, I was quite surprised about that as well. I've never seen such a robot that could emulate a real person so well. Even the new models nowadays reveal their flaws after a minute-long conversation. But I couldn't sense anything particularly out of place while chatting with Lucy. It felt just like talking to a real person. Yep. To put it simply, this is a person made out of metal. Man. A human robot too. An Iron Maiden. A revolution in the robotics industry. The guy who created Lucy must be a true genius. That aside, good thing he caught himself before calling Lucy a certain power armor wearing superhero. Nobody likes patent infringement lawsuits. Anyway, if she was such a spectacular robot, will she really be thrown away like that? I did run into something weird though. There's some sort of built-in protection feature that was stopping the robot from working properly. A protection feature? Rings a bell. Something the young version Lucy might have mentioned yesterday. Whatever it was, she seemed to be doing fine now. And you removed it. Yeah, it wasn't too difficult, since it was just one of those you put on display models. I'm just curious as to why they would bother doing such a thing before throwing it away. He appears to be lost in thought. It might mean that the inventor wanted to keep this new technology sealed away from humanity. If not, then maybe... What if there was a serious bug? That's what I thought too, so I ran into some tests but found nothing. It's safe to say that she won't be harming anyone. Why would she even want to harm people? I'm just saying that she properly obeys the 3 laws of robotics. At least, she won't be a threat. The 3 laws of robotic. 1. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders will conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. These laws enable humans to keep control of robots. They make sure that humans will always have authority over robots. That's how we can avert any catastrophe. I've heard that if a robot ever disobeys one of the laws, it will immediately shut itself down under any circumstances. That's why there aren't any glaring flaws to these systems. I shift my focus back to the numbers displayed on the calculator, glancing at Lucy. I'm reminded of a 4-long puppy, and it's really bothering me. Hola Yuleni, ¿qué tal? Este resfriado me está matando, ven. With sudden determination, she approaches to me.
マスター
Estaba echando de menos su voz. ¿Qué quieren que diga?
お話中申し訳ございませんが
What's wrong?
多目的用途として作られたルーシーは本当に様々なところで応用が可能です
Yeah, ya saben a qué se refiere.
間違いなくいろいろなところでお役に立てると思います
Any task. Yes, and...
ですからその
So what?
私
I never get tired of seeing Lucy look so desperate. I mean depressed. It seems to satisfy the hidden sadist within me. She's really trying to put on a show for me. Essentially, she's a self-advertising product. You don't see that every day. But willing to go this far for me, it would be too much cruel to let her go at this point. I'm not gonna make the deal, so don't worry. As I finished my sentence, the look on their face were different as night and day. Curious. The repairman sulks while Lucy breathes a sigh of relief. Anyway, she's good to go now, right? Here you go. I resignedly fork over the money. All my heart ended crushed. Bitterly, the repairman accepts the payment for after a moment of hesitation. I'm sorry, guys. She's better. But be careful not to put any strain on her legs for a while. Keep it light and cut down on the excursions. Sure. We gotta play piggyback again. Wonderful. She's not too heavy, so I can manage. Thanks for all your help. This guy's really got it bad. Practically bleeding out over the android. Maybe I'll throw him a bone. Look, we'll do regular checkups. Sounds good? Okay, but make sure to treat her well. And don't overwork her too much, alright? See you later too, Lucy. You can come visit anytime. The look on his face while waving goodbye to Lucy was truly a spectacle. A spectacle. No sé cómo se dice. This time he seemed to be the father seeing his daughter live with another man. Guy's completely out of it. I definitely made the right choice. Haha, no empezado. Tonikaku. Exiting my head. Oh, pero ven, ¿por qué me haces esto, juego de mierda? Exiting, we head out to the sidewalk. I stop in my tracks. In silence, I kneel down facing away from Lucy. Hop on. I add an explanation to make sure that she understands. That means you lightly put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back. Adelante, Yureni. Que te vaya bien.
マスターちょっとお聞きしますが
Okay. What is it?
バカだと思っていますか
So much. I guess I no longer have to worry about being choked to death. Oh, waifu! I feel her weight gradually shift onto my back. For a robot, she's very light. She was probably measured to weight as a normal girl. Hola Naru, ¿qué tal, man? Huh?
どうしましたか
No, it's nothing. As soon as she climbs onto my back, I can't help but notice a fragrant aroma rising from her body. Oh, apuesto que debe oler súper kawaii de suyo, ¿eh? No un poco. Claro, ahora los mocos que me salen es netamente por el calor corporal. Ojalá fuera así. It's neither too intense nor fleeting. It gently spreads evenly along my nose. It starts with a sweet, fruity scent reminiscent of a youthful girl. Yet there's a hint of spice, akin to a mature woman. Oh, qué detallista. It doesn't fail to stimulate the mind of a teenage boy going through puberty. This is bad. I've never experienced something like this. It didn't happen this morning, but why now? It's probably because of the smell. It wasn't there earlier. Feeling a little flamed, I desperately tried to get a grasp of the situation.
脈拍が突然上がっています。マスター、どうかされましたか?
What? She's measuring my heart rate? That's not fair. I feel a little embarrassed for revealing that I'm nervous right now. Unable to hold back, I decide to be honest to myself. This smell, what is it?
この匂いですか? 店長さんがいくつかプレゼントしてくれたんです。
No, Naru, aún no aparece. Si es que aparece. Porque ahora que Lucy puede hablar es como... Ya no necesitamos una amiga de la infancia. Tenemos a Lucy. ¿Qué más podríamos querer además de Lucy? The man at the shop gave Lucy all sorts of things. Ah, eso lo dijo.
自己管理は徹底しないと。
She takes out a bottle of perfume amongst many other makeup accessories. Jeez, that guy's scary, really scary. He's the type of person who spend the whole day forcing his pet dog into different clothing. If you consider that an animal abuse, wouldn't this be some kind of robot harassment? Well, I don't know. All this stuff just for a robot. What a silly guy. Why are you laughing?
わかりませんが、自然と出てきます。
Oh man, stop! Had I just been seduced by a robot? Well, there goes all my dignity as a human being.
重くないですか?
¿Por qué pregunta como con una voz tan... Where are you going on about now? I purposely try to sound irritated. It doesn't affect her in any way, however.
ルーシーの体、重くないですか?
Okay. Seré honesto. Well, you're lighter than expected.
本当ですか?
Yeah.
お世辞じゃないですよね。女性を上げて落とすのは良くないですよ。
Is that supposed to be funny? Have you been deceived all your life? Maybe I was being too rough to her. I didn't think she'll be smart. She'll start being so skeptical. Before I ruin her completely, I decided to treat her a little kinder from now on. I hear a small giggle coming from my back. Will the robot really feel that flattered to be called light? I don't know. Humans can't be expected to understand a robot's heart. El corazón de un robot, como si eso existiera. Es solo un kernel bien programado. Soon enough, the streets became immersed in the orange glow of the evening sun. The scenery was changing more slowly than usual today. Hola Yuleni, bienvenida de vuelta. Maybe it's because I've been carrying Lucy on my back, but it's not that a lot of time has passed. Winter was just on its way. Men, detente. As evidenced by these increasingly shorter days, Lucy hasn't said anything for a while. I still glance at her, wondering if she's asleep, but she's not. She appeared to be lost in thoughts, staring at the evening inside. She looks like a child inside a pleasant dream. I can see her eyes sparkling. Is it really that fascinating?
何がですか?
This place.
はい。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I can't say if I agree with that. Unlike downtown, there aren't many distractions here to keep us busy. Nor are we near any beautiful landscapes. We're just walking down a plain old street that you can find anywhere. What part of this place do you find marvelous?
すべてです。
Everything?
はい。すべてが素晴らしいです。昔は外出する時も許可が必要でしたから、外に出てこんな風に散歩する機会は数えるほどしかありませんでした。そうですね。強いて言えば、こうして動いている間にも周りの景色が変わっていくのが素晴らしいと思います。ルーシーの知らない風景がまた別の何かに変わっていく姿が、こうしてゆっくり景色を眺められるということが、そういうのがとても不思議に思います。本当に素晴らしいと思います。
I see. I couldn't relate to the sensation she just described. Man. What is it?
本当に申し訳ありません。
What's with you? All of a sudden. I'm caught off guard by the unexpected apology. Had she really done anything wrong?
ルーシーが今日迷惑ばかりかけましたよね。申し訳ございません。もともとは落ち着いた性格で、制作段階では他人を理解できる包容力をメインコンセプトにして設計されたのですが。
I found it strange how Lucy was telling me what kind of person she was supposed to be. If anyone other than Lucy had told me the same thing, I would probably have laughed at them. Anyone by himself will never be able to find out what kind of person he truly is. Sitting in front of a mirror reveals all the flaws of your body. Sitting in front of a person reveals all the flaws of your personality. If you ever want to find out something about yourself, it needs to be reflected back to you by something else. That is why attempting to describe your own personality is the same as describing what kind of person you would actually want to be. It will be just a bunch of pretentious nonsense. But this is only the case for humans. Lucy is an android. She's not a human. That's why it doesn't sound strange coming from her.
初めてマスターになる人に巡り会えて嬉しかったんです。久しぶりの起動だったからか騒ぎ立ててしまったこともありますが。
It was such a natural explanation about how she felt. She was happy to meet her first master, and she was happy to be able to finally move around again. You have never served anyone before?
はい、マスターが初 初めてのマスターです。
Is that so? So she's a new model that no one has ever touched. That line of thinking sounds dirty, but that's not what I mean.
研究所にいた頃は楽しかったです。そこにいたみんながよくしてくれました。いろいろな話をして、いろいろなことを教わりました。
A laugh? Did she say? Oh, I'm sure they treated her well.
何か面白い答えを出したり、指示された行動をすると、たくさんの人が喜んでくれたんです。特に真面目に貢献した時には、ルーシーは本当に賢いと頭を撫でながら褒めてくださいました。ルーシーはそれがとても嬉しかった。嬉しくて、もっとたくさんのことを学び、もっとたくさん話をしました。そうすればするほど、もっと可愛がってくれたんです。
They were probably just testing her abilities. In my mind, I found the whole scenario unsettling. To Lucy, however, it was a treasured memory of her past. But there's an important question yet to be answered. Then, why were you abandoned? I've always been meaning to ask her, but I can't easily bring myself to do so. I ask myself why. Maybe it's because I'm starting to care about this robot's feeling? I shake my head. That's just plain nuts. It's only because she sounds like a real person. It's a dangerous thought. Let's get it out of my head. I blurt out the question. Then, why were you abandoned? Oh man, hijo de puta. Lucy goes silent. Nothing is said for a while. The quietness stretches into an awkward silence. I start to regret asking the
みん
question.
な、ルーシーのことが嫌いになったのだと思います。
Oh, concha de su madre, huevón. With those words, Lucy finally breaks the silence.
いつからかみんな、ルーシーに笑いかけなくなりました。みんな、ルーシーを褒めてくれなくなりました。みんな、ルーシーのメインシステムを起動してくれなくなりました。予備電力で時間が経つのだけは感知できました。何もできないまま、ただ時間だけが過ぎていく感覚だけを感じ、永遠のように感じられる日々が続きました。そしてある日、
Lucy goes silent once more. The only day she found herself left in the dust is what she probably wanted to say. Maybe they didn't like something about her, or they found a significant flaw within her design. But I don't like the fact that they had just tossed her aside after giving her so much love and attention. Are they being just too inconsiderate? A small rage boils inside of me, directed at those cruel researchers with no sense of responsibility. When I regain my senses after a few seconds, I become surprised at how angry I was. What was I thinking? They were just throwing away a failed experiment. The object on my back is nothing more than an impressive fake. She's not real. She's not a living creature. It's only natural that useless machinery is thrown away. There's no need for me to be so angry.
マスター、また脈拍が上がっています。どうかしましたか？
It's nothing. And stop measuring that all the time.
でも、 自動で体温を測るようプログラムされています。
Then it's an order. I order you not to measure anything from now on.
命令ですか？それでは仕方ありませんね。
There is another silence, but this time not an unpleasant one.
ですからマスターにはとても感謝しています。
I just can't seem to figure out this robot's train of thought. What?
捨てられてどのくらいの時が流れたのか分かりません。でもルーシーにとっては永遠にも等しい時間でした。周りは暗闇で人の気配など全くなくて、とても暗くてとても静かで、とてもそんな中マスターの声が聞こえました。
I don't remember talking to you like that.
それでもルーシーにとってはまるで天使のささやきのようでした。
Stop! Stop! Stop!
何もない暗闇の中に初めて一筋の光が差したのです。ルーシーに何度も何度も声をかけてくれました。
You're overreacting. Por la mierda. She's definitely going overboard with this. I just happened to notice her while casually passing
マス
by.
ターに気づいてもらえるよう必死でした。残りの力を振り絞って、そしたら今まで動かなかった腕が動いたのです。
Sorry, chicos. Oh. They were only a few words which didn't contain any significant meaning. And it was only in a moment's whim that I had taken her home. But I was surprised those simple actions were such a big help to the robot.
ルーシーに手を差し伸べてくれたこと、本当に感謝しています。
Being able to say the most embarrassing things without hesitation. I guess that's one of the advantages of being a robot. I can feel my face beginning to flush. I quickly duck in order to hide my embarrassment. Shut up! I'm gonna make you pay for what you're worth, so you'd better be ready for it.
はい、マスター。覚悟しておきます。
What's so funny? Why do you keep laughing like that? It's creeping me out.
わかりません。さっきから笑いが自然とこみ上げてくるんです。故障みたいです。どうしましょう。
Lucy quietly rested her cheek against my shoulder. The sensation of her soft skin causes me to flinch. She feels very much different compared to this morning. It feels as if I'm carrying a real person on my back instead of a robot. I start to wonder what could be causing this difference in perception. Was it just a placebo effect? Or had something really changed since that morning? If something really did change, was it me or the robot? I continued to ponder over the question on my way home. I never managed to come up with the answer. Oh man, what the fuck? Ah, puta madre. Ya pasó. Oh. Ya pasó. Y puta, y esto ni siquiera es el final del juego, weón. Me estás jodiendo. No quiero saber cómo termina esto. 13 de octubre. Yo. O tú, no sé. No sé a qué se refiere. ¿Cuánto llevamos de transmisión? No tengo idea. I unlock the front door and enter the house. Unlike usual, I could sense someone's presence inside. I hear a couple voices coming from the television inside the living room. My father appears to have returned home early. Oh, it makes me feel uneasy. Oh. I effortlessly remove my shoes using only my feet. Come to think of it, I was always home alone. It's been this way ever since I had grown old enough to take care of myself. Before that, we used to have a housekeeper watching over the place. However, that was only until I began middle school. From then on, I was always by myself. I would eat breakfast alone, I would eat dinner alone. The cycle would never repeat. The cycle would repeat endlessly. I don't even remember the last time all of us ate dinner together like this. Ate dinner together as family. There's no such thing as a home-cooked meal in the household. I've eaten so many different kinds of instant foods in my life that I've come to memorize every product of every branch. My father puts his work before family, and my new mother follows my father everywhere to support him while practically ignoring me. That is my family. At this point, it feels out of place to see someone actually at home. My father is on the couch watching television. You're back. He doesn't even turn around to face me. It implies that he's not in a good mood. Yes, father. You are very late. I checked the time. It wasn't actually that late. There are times when I had come back much later. Oh man, stop. Me mata. I wonder if this man ever knows how old I am. Where have you been wandering around for so long? Don't you know I should be in college soon? I don't even bother replying. Says the guy who never paid any attention to me. I think to myself, I don't get along too well with my father. Our relationship compares badly with other families, but that is to be expected. We've never spent much quality time together, going to the zoo or playing soccer together. I don't have any of those fond memories that other kids my age probably have. My earliest memories are of my father's stern face, so it will be even more bizarre if we actually got along. As I stand in silence, the old man launches his next attack. Are you not listening to me? He still doesn't bother looking at me. I've gotten used to minding my own business. We keep to our own devices. To solve any conflicts with a family, you will normally need to sit down together and talk about it. But my father doesn't think there's any need for that. He thinks everything is fine the way it is. It will be really painful to talk face to face with that man though. I just stopped by somewhere on the way home. Yeah, I'll just deal with our usual exchange. As long as I don't make him angry, that's good enough for me. I just need to maintain the peace between us. It's always been this way. As usual, I try my best not to rock the boat. I don't know what you kids are up to these days, but remember that students like you should be studying. I am saying this for your sake. So stop hanging around So stop hanging around with those brats who only care about having fun. You can't afford to lose sight of your main goal. Stay focused. I'll be going to my room now. With that said, I try to make my escape. Our conversation will usually end about here, but Lucy, who had been silent all this time, decides to whisper something into my ear.
失礼ですが、マスター、あの方はマスターのお父様ですか?
You lady. I hesitate whether I should tell her or not. In the end, I quietly whisper back, "Yeah." Lucy taps my shoulder.
マスター、もう下ろしてください。
I have no choice but to grant her wish. Maybe Lucy's voice had caught him by surprise, because my father finally turned to face me. He's wearing a bewildered look. "Who's your guest?" With a wide smile, Lucy grabs onto the edge of her skirt. Then she performs a flawless courtesy that will make a princess envious.
はじめまして、お父様。多目的用途として作られたアンドロイド、ルーシー・バレンタインと申します。今日からこちらのお世話になることになりましたので、何卒よろしくお願いいたします。
What? Oh, it's just a robot. His attitude changes completely. The sharpness in his voice penetrates every part of my body. But Lucy doesn't seem to notice, or rather, she's pretending not to. She continues with a smile.
掃除、洗濯、料理、何でもお任せください。ルーシーは一般家庭における多くの家事をプロ並みにこなすことができます。
I am sorry, but there's nothing we need from a robot in this family. I suggest that you go look for someone else today to stay.
申し訳ございません
Somewhere
が、
else.
お父様。ルーシーにできることは数えきれないくらいありますよ。
Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Meanwhile, Lucy continues to ramble on, completely oblivious to what is about to happen.
先ほど申し上げた以外にも、お父様が心配なさっている息子さんのための教育も可能です。もちろん、素晴らしい教師の教育法を厳選して参考にしています。
She's talking as if she's about to become my personal tutor.
それ以外にも優秀な機能はたくさんあります。
Oh man, no, that...
お裁縫や不自由のない暮らしのための家政婦の仕事など。
Just where did you get this piece of junk? Get it out of my sight! His angry outburst is as sudden as it is intense. It catches Lucy off guard. She stumbles backwards in alarm. No surprises here. I saw all this coming from a mile away. It's a present from a friend. I lie instinctively. If I honestly tell him that I found her in the trash, he'll definitely force me to take her back there. I'll just say that I got it from Mr. Jeers. My father knows his manners. There's no way he'll make me throw away a present. Huh, really? You haven't stopped being a troublemaker since you were little. What have I always told you? Robots are ruining society. Did you forget all about that? About all of that? My father has always been like this. Robots are becoming increasingly more common. They are gradually making their way into our daily lives, but my parents consider them as intruders, infiltrating human society. They are unable to catch up with the shift in technology whilst they refuse to let go of traditional ways. They simply refuse to coexist with robots. Thanks to that, I grew up hearing nothing but bad things about robots. But what's wrong with keeping one around the house? What's wrong, you ask? I've read that most families own robots these days. Why can't we just keep one around for convenience? I've clearly just added fuel to the fire. Convenience. Think about the type of people that care about convenience. Convenience makes us lazy, and we are lazy, and when we are lazy, our minds don't work properly. Convenience makes our mind weak. Wow, clase de transitividad. It's obvious how they will live the rest of their lives without realizing that they're just hopelessly lazy. They'll just end up living a meaningless existence. I've already lost count of how many times I've heard this from him. Today's lecture is variant B. It goes from A to Z, by the way. I'm so sick of this. I just want to wrap up this conversation so I can leave as soon as possible. Anyway, I've accepted it already, so we should keep it. I'm the one who's gonna be using it, so why do you care? And who's the one going to be paying for the electricity? Who taught you to be so selfish? I'm starting to reach my limit. Come on, I want to leave. Then I'll pay for it. I can get a part-time job. A job? You're going to get a job? You're going to work when you should be studying? Yes. Do you even realize how important this phase of your life is? These years in high school could decide the rest of your future. With whose permission are you planning to work? Kids like you should be studying. Just keep your mouth shut and study. Well, I'll pay you back when I grow up, so just leave me alone, damn it. I scream at the top of my lungs, his eyes widening in shock. That was to be expected. I've never raised my voice in front of my parents before. You can't do this, you can't do that. Then, just what the heck do you expect me to do? I'm just so furious that I can almost feel steam racing from my head. At the same time, my father's eye quickly narrow and begin to burn with rage. Time slows down, and I'm left struggling to process what had just happened. I stand in place, holding my sore cheeks as I stare at my father in shock. Not knowing what to do, Lucy is fidgeting not stop. Just where did you learn to be so stubborn? I never raised you this way. Shocked and humiliated, I can no longer calm my fiery soul. I turn around and stomp off towards my room. I pull Lucy alongside me.
Master?
Hesitating, Lucy eventually makes a short bow to my father and trails along. Behind me, I hear my father yelling, but I shut it all out as I blend my rage towards... Se me salió. Entering my room, I lock the door behind me. I hear my father yelling as he continues banging on the door for a while. I'm not sure how many times have gone by. It feels like an eternity. Even if I block my ears, I can still sense the floor shaking. I curl up my body and wait for the moment to pass. Oh, man, qué paja. The clock slowly ticks away. After a long while, I uncover my ears. The noise has stopped, and I finally begin to relax. As my head eventually clears up, I realize what I've done. I had finally lost control. I've yelled at my father for the first time in my life. It's been a while since the last time I was hit by my father. It was like the rupturing of a dam after so much pressure and strain. Thinking back, it's strange that we have never had any direct confrontation like this one. Our relationship was like an unstable bomb, but I had always managed to prevent it from going off. But today was different. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. I tried to slow down my breathing.
マスター
Lucy calls out to me cautiously. What is it?
大丈夫ですか
I wonder what she means by alright. Nothing's alright. Oh, man. Stop. But I know what she meant. So I give a small nod anyway. With a wet handkerchief from who knows where, Lucy wipes down my sweaty forehead. The fruity smell of her perfume is surprisingly calming.
気に障ったら申し訳ございませんが、マスター。
What is it?
お父様にあんな言い方は良くないと思います。
Oh, no. Fuck you. My face quickly becomes contorted with anger. What the heck? Are you trying to tell me that I'm the bad person? Lucy shakes her head.
悪いとは言っていません。でも、お父様と話すときは、もう少し優しく言った方がいいと思います。家族ではないですか。きっと心の中では傷ついていると思いますよ。
Oh, you don't think that I'm bad, huh? When you're the one telling me that it's my fault entirely? I was the one hurt, and he was the one who hurt me. My head is aching, so just drop it and leave me alone. Lucy, who had been screaming about, goes completely still. Both her eyes suddenly lose their color. After a while, she springs back to life.
しかしマスター、メモリーチップに記録された通常の家庭問題を検索してみた結果、家庭不和を招くと思われる会話類型の中に、マスターとお父様の間に起こったパターンと似た過程が多数検出されました。
No shit, Einstein? What are you talking about?
論理的に考えると、マスターの行動は二次問題を招く可能性があります。
Oh, importante ese diálogo.
この問題を解決するためには、まずはマスターが過ちを認め、お父様に謝罪を。
Shut up! Your explanations don't even make sense and you're calling it logical? You wouldn't understand a thing anyway?
はい。ルーシーが見たのは何かと言いますと？
What can you possibly tell from watching us just 5 minutes? What did you exactly find out about us? How can you say something so ignorant without knowing anything about the past 18 years we've spent together? The android tilts its head, looking confused. Answer this. How many minutes are there in a day?
1440分です。
How many in a year?
52万5600分です。
Then what about 18 years?
946万800分です。
As expected from a robot, her calculations are quick and accurate. That's right. Out of the 9,460,800 minutes I've spent with my father, you've seen only 5. That's less than 0.0001%, an insignificant amount. It's my fault that you've had to witness something like this. But that man is always finding the smallest excuses to teach me things that only he himself believes. Think of it as throwing out an entire pan of pizza because of a single burnt piece of pepperoni. Where's the logic on that? Lucy's eyes loses their focus. It's just like before. Could she be looking up something inside her memory chip again? Or maybe she's doing a search online. She returns after a moment.
申し訳ございません、マスター。先ほどおっしゃった意図をルーシーは完璧に理解できませんでした。
I figured as much. Cause and effect. The universe operates on this principle. If a father neglects his son, then of course the son will neglect his father in return. Who's at bigger fault here?
でもマスター。
What?
おっしゃったピザは一切れのペパロニを交換すれば完璧なピザになると思います。
Se lo tomó demasiado en serio, man. How much longer can I argue with this smiling, carefree robot? I lie down on my bed while hugging my throbbing head. Then I let out one of my trademark phrases. This is why I hate robots. They're all so stupid. The man. Lucy appears to be brooding over something. After a while, she finally speaks up again.
マスター、問題解決のためにはやはりどちらかが謝るべきだと思います。
O sea, tiene razón. Lucy tiene razón, la verdad. No la culpo. Desde un punto de vista de como la psicología, lo que Lucy está diciendo es cierto. Pero obviamente el protagonista es un chico edgy nihilista, así que no está ni ahí con eso. Then why should I be the one apologizing? I'm not the bad guy here.
マスターが悪くなくても先に謝ればいいと思います。
Not gonna happen. Shouldn't the old guy be more mature and understanding? I'm a high school student. I do stuff on impulse. Do you get what I mean by that?
オートバイに乗り失踪しながら窓ガラスを割っていく、そんな時期のことですよね。
Kind of exaggerated, but as long as she gets my point, yeah. I'm one of those kids these days that the adults always going on about. It's natural that I would have trouble controlling my emotions, so don't expect much from me. To be honest, I do think that I'm way more mature than the other kids at my age. Oh! This is only relevant though. I'm sure anyone will take their family matters very serious.
でも、お父様も謝るのは簡単ではないはずです。
How do you know?
そのような性格だからです。
You've learned so much from just meeting him for a few minutes? You're really impressive, I tell you.
時間の長さは関係ありません。ルーシーの中には膨大な類似情報が蓄積されているのです。ルーシーが持っているいくつかのソースによると。
Sources? What kind of sources? Wikipedia? Reddit? 4chan? 4chan po, weón. Ignoring my outburst, Lucy continues.
記録されているお父様の行動パターンおよび声質を精密に分析した結果、お父様は義務感があり、その反面とても真面目で頑固な性格の典型的な亭主関白でいらっしゃいます。すべての感情を抑えることが家庭にとっての美徳だと思っておられます。
Okay, and?
普段の習慣はすぐには直せません。先にマスターが声をかけるべきだと思います。
By the way,
はい。
if you want me to wake up with my father, if you want me to make up with my father, that means I'll have to throw you out. He's not the type of person to make any compromises. Have you even realized this? I guess not.
どうしましょう。追い出されたらとっても困ります。
Do not ask me. Why don't you think before you talk next time? I shake my head. The reason behind this mess of a conversation is the fact that I am talking to a robot. Sometimes I forget that she's a robot in the first place. And sometimes it's reversed, where I end up deliberately pointing out her flaws as a robot. And then everything in my head gets mixed up. This robot really knows how to stress people out. Y nos fuimos al tuto. Mayo 11. Doctor. Lucy? Lucy Valentine. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Lucy Valentine? Yes, Lucy Valentine. That is your name.
Lucy Valentine.
Ven, calma. Ahí está.
あなたは
Do you recognize who I am? Is that so? I continue. I am Dr. Ryu, and this is the K Robotics Research Lab.
一ノ瀬博士
Yes, Dr. Ryu. I am your creator.
私を作った人
Yes.
私を作った人一ノ瀬博士一ノ瀬博士
Yes, Ryu. That is my name. It's funny to be saying all of this now, but yes, Ryu. That's my name. It's a bit late of an introduction, but be sure to cherish it and remember it.
覚えておきます一ノ瀬博士
Un Hadouken. Hadouken. Ya, chicos. Lo dejamos hasta acá por el día de hoy. A menos que les esté gustando tanto que quieran seguir viéndolo, pero yo creo que por ahora lo dejamos hasta acá. Lo dejamos hasta acá o seguimos jugando. Lo voy a dejar por votación de ustedes. A mí me da lo mismo. Pero creo que llevamos mucho tiempo en la transmisión, así que respondan luego, respondan luego. Ya que somos 4, es más fácil preguntar. Ok, sigamos entonces. Sigamos jugando. Lucy, sigamos leyendo. Lucy y la eternidad que deseó. Sí, es que, como dicen, como usted quiera, y en realidad no es tan sencillo. Porque la idea es que alguien vea, no me voy a quedar sin nadie va a estar viendo. Ok, vamos a seguir jugando entonces. Illuminati, si tienes que irte a dormir, bueno, no es necesario dormir. Dormir está sobrevalorado, así que... Ok, sigamos. My body is being shaken from side to side. Something is shaking my body.
マスター、起きてください。
What do you want? Still feeling drowsy, I try my hardest to overcome the weight of my dropping eyelids. I finally managed to force open my eyes. And right before me was a pair of blue eyes, the size of frying pans. Ah! I stare at Lucy in bewilderment as I find myself falling off my bed.
もう朝です。よく眠れましたか？
Before I make any attempt to talk back to her, I decide to check the time. It was earlier than usual. I let out a big yawn. It's so early in the morning. Before I could ask why I was woken up so ahead of the schedule, I start to sniff. I can smell something delicious. Bueno, yo no podría oler nada porque estoy resfriado. My room was filled with the mouth-watering scent. I tell myself that the neighbors must be cooking up something good. Then Lucy suddenly opens her mouth.
朝食のご用意ができました。
Those words were the most unexpected. Did you say breakfast?
冷蔵庫にある材料で簡単に作らせていただきました。お口に合うかはわかりませんが。
Breakfast. The word had a nostalgic ring to it. When was the last time I had eaten something other than fast food for breakfast?
あ、何か嫌いな食べ物はございますか？
No.
嫌いな食材はございますか？
No. Nothing like that. I wanted to say carrots and cucumbers, but I decided against it. I didn't want to be seen as an immature kid complaining about his food. It just doesn't fit my cool, intellectual image. Illuminati, creo que estás muy desesperado, amigo. Still haven't fully woken up yet. I confirm my understanding with Lucy once more. So you're telling me you've made breakfast?
はい。ルーシーが実力を発揮しました。これから10分後にできますので、これを飲んで少しお待ちくださいね。
A cup of water is presented to me. I was just starting to get a little thirsty too. As I grab hold of the cup, its pleasant coolness spreads along my skin. I feel embarrassed about following Lucy's order, so I decide to make a small complaint as I put the cup to my lips. Next time, you should wake me up before when the food's actually ready.
ダメです。起きてすぐに食事すると胃と腸に負担がかかります。
Men, ¿en serio? ¿Hace mal? What? Really? No tenía idea.
一杯の水で腸の活動をさせた後に食事を取らないといけません。
How annoying. Creo que voy a hacerle caso a su consejo y lo voy a hacer todos los días. What a strict one this robot is. Man, qué raro. I enjoy the feeling of the cold water pouring down my throat and quenching my thirst. It feels like my insides are being cleansed thoroughly. Suddenly I realize how absurd this whole situation is. The fact that someone is preparing breakfast for me. Could I still be dreaming? I feel like I am on cloud 9. Lucy cheerfully skips towards the kitchen. I only continue to stare at her blankly. 10 minutes have passed. Only now I feel more awake. It's a pain how my body is really slow to start itself up. I begin to feel hungry. The smell of Lucy's cooking motivates me to drag myself out of bed. I head straight to the kitchen table. I am stunned by the veritable feast laid out before me. A cloud of white steam is rising from the bowl of rice. The soup is boiling with intensity. The sound it's making is music to my ears. And there's a perfectly prepared fish along with a variety of side dishes. It would be shameful to compare this to a lunchbox from a convenience store. Un poco. Ahora sí. Appearing to have sensed my delight, Lucy smiles pleasantly. Her voice is full of tease.
Ehem.
Me encanta. I feel a sense of defeat. I begin to feel frustrated for no particular reason. I want to say something in reply, but I decide to hold back. I take a seat in silence and lift my spoon.
美味しいですか?
I haven't even taken a bite yet. Just hold on a second.
さあさあ、冷める前に召し上がってくださいね。
Lucy takes a seat at the opposite end of the table. While striking a slight pose with a hand under her chin, she urges me to it. It was as if the food was suddenly going to disappear if I didn't start soon. She's gazing at me intently. She's trying not to make it obvious, but I can tell that she's very eager to see my reaction. Whatever I say next will decide what her face will show. I take a spoonful of the glossy white rice and put it in my mouth. Oh my! Perfect flavor and texture. While I am at it, let's try some side dishes too. Marvelous. Subarashina. She really wasn't lying about her cooking skill. Let's be fair though. She probably knows only the best recipes from around the world. And since she's a robot, there wouldn't be any inconsistencies in her cooking. Man, estoy mal, muy mal. Sorry guys. Lo siento por el resfriado. If they had programmed her to be a top-level chef, then this was to be expected. There's nothing to be surprised about. But a robot's just a robot. She wouldn't be able to top something that Mama used to make, as they said. Although personally, I've never had an opportunity to taste my mother's cooking, so I can't compare. Looking back at Lucy, who was still staring at me with great anticipation, I think about what I should say. I can feel an aura of confidence around her, yet she appears to be worried at the same time. She's expecting me to say something. I finally make my reply. Seré honesto. Well, it tastes alright, I guess.
よかったです。
Even with my meek response, she still lets out a big sigh of relief.
お口に合うか心配だったんです。好みに関する情報が足りなくて。
Oh, Naru, por favor, detente. Perdón. Lucy was lacking the initial data? Okay. You don't need to concern yourself with that. I've been eating fast food all my life. I'll eat anything, even if you make me some porridge from pig intestines.
ルーシーの料理は動物の餌と同じということですか？料理すらちゃんとできないルーシーをどうかお許しください。本当にルーシーはアンドロイド失格ですね。
She actually looks pretty depressed about this. She looks as if she's about to run off while leaving behind a trail of tears. Am I supposed to chase after her while holding a piece of bread in my mouth or something? ¡Oh! Esa fue una referencia a Clanad. Esa fue una referencia a Clanad. ¡Oh! Esa fue una referencia a Clanad. Esa fue una referencia a Clanad. Esa fue... ¡Oh! ¿Ya se acuerdan en Clanad cuando el papá de Nagisa decía que la cocina de la mamá sabía mal? Y la mamá salía corriendo llorando y el papá se ponía el pan en la boca y salía corriendo. ¡Ponga tasquita! ¿Cacharon o no? Ya, bueno, ya. No, that's not what I meant. I'm saying that it tastes better than what I expected. So you don't need to beat yourself up over it.
本当ですか？
Is that true? Yeah. Bueno, Clanad es mi novela visual favorita. La tengo, así que quizás puede que la juegue en español, porque lo puedo poner en español, así que puede que la juegue con ustedes. Pero dependerá de la cantidad de suscriptores que tenga. Mi meta 100, mi meta 100.
本当に信じてもいいのでしょうか？
Pero un poco. Se me metió algo al ojo. No estoy llorando, vaca. It doesn't take too long for Lucy to cheer up and start humming away happily. It's nice that she's easy to deal with. I continue to eat in silence while checking up on her after every few spoonful. I can't tell how much time has passed. The bowl of rice I had been eating from has started to show its pattern. I steal a glance at the clock. It's not time yet to leave for school. While revealing my satisfaction, I decide to sit back in my chair to chill out for a bit. Some time passes. While cleaning up the empty dishes, Lucy asked me the question. Her tone was quite delicate, as if to soothe a small animal.
失礼ですが、昨日から気になっていたことが一つあるんです。
Okay, what is it? She seemed to be hesitating, so I gave her a little push. Go ahead.
ロボットが嫌いなのは、もしかしてお父様の影響ですか？
Oh. The question catches me off guard. All the unpleasant memories involving my father comes flying back. I slowly realized that my chopsticks were frozen in mid-air. Without missing a beat, I continued delivering the food to my mouth. In an attempt to hide my surprise, I purposely gave a curt answer. Well, I guess you could say that. Nothing will change from denying it. I put down the chopsticks and locked eyes with Lucy. The robots just laid to waste the values and beliefs. This robot just laid to waste the values and beliefs I've held from my past 18 years. Keeping my eyes on the robot, I muse. Now that I think about it, I was probably brainwashed.
洗脳と言いますと
I've heard nothing but awful things about robots since I was little. Robots are bad. Robots make us ill. Robots harm society. I grew up listening to all this that all the time, so it sort of just rubbed it off to me. The previous generation of IT, now the next generation of robots. As long as we live sandwiched with two generations, there's bound to be people advocating against new technologies such as robots. There are plenty of people out there who are strongly opposed to the production of robots. My father is a prime example. ¡Qué cuático! Una foto de la revolución industrial. Similar to what happened during the Industrial Revolution, the effects of this profound new technology is gradually expanding across the globe. Robots are slowly taking away people's job opportunities. It costs less to maintain robots than to pay employee salaries. Oh. Robots never complain and they're consistent in their performance, unlike people. They don't feel any stress or pain, and they've never messed around. It will be much easier to deal with a robot than to fuse over a troublesome worker. Man, sus chistes están muy malos. We're only beginning to find out what kind of changes robots will bring to our society. Unemployment is getting out of control. All the newly formed jobs are being handled by robots. This is why many people shun robots. No one understands whether this is a temporary phenomenon arising from the drastic changes in our lifestyle, or if it's the type of physiological disease. It will only become clearer as time goes on. One thing I can say for sure is that there's always been a divide amongst the population, as made evident by the Luddism movement in the early 1800s. Some are more willing to accept the new technology, while some are not. To me, a world run by a robot doesn't seem to be too promising. Chao Illuminati, buenas noches, men. It was too late by the time that I had finally grown old enough to be able to think for myself. It's not as simple as just changing my perspective, because maybe I would have turned out like this, even without my father's influence. My hatred for robots has simply become part of my life now. The most horrifying part of the brainwashing is that you can never fight against it. It's technically impossible to bend someone completely to your will. You can't do nothing about people acting loyal on the outside, but despising you on the inside. Brainwashing is different, however, because the person wouldn't have to know the knowledge to think for himself in the first place, and it's possible to take advantage of that bit by bit. As long as the victim never comes to realize this, he'll never be able to retaliate. There also needs to be a compelling reason for him to change. Even with a good reason, it's likely that he won't be willing to accept it. Because if he did, he would be going against all the beliefs he held for his entire life. Man, esto es como super denso. It will crumble the foundation of his very existence. The older a person becomes, the harder it gets for him to admit that he has been in the wrong. Who knows? Maybe I would have never come to hate robots. It's too late for me to start thinking about that now, though.
ルーシーはですね、マスターとお父様のお二人がロボットを好きになってくれると嬉しいです。ルーシーを好きになってくれると嬉しいです。これからはここで仲良く暮らしたいので。
Upon hearing that, I unknowingly let out a bitter laugh. You saw what my father did when he found out you're a robot? You're asking for the impossible. It will be a relief in itself if nothing happened to you behind my back.
捨てられるかもしれません。でも、それでもロボットを好きになってもらいたいです。
I sighed softly. She's failing to think logical as a computer. Even after hearing that my father wants to throw you out, how could you still hope for something like that? If person A hates person B, it's likely that person B will come to hate person A. At least, that's how it is in normal human relationships. So how come Lucy can't grasp this? Because she's very patient and forgiving? No way. It's because she's a robot that knows how to suppress its emotions. It's because she isn't human.
お父様もきっとマスターのように心の優しい方です。ルーシーにはわかります。だからこれからマスターと仲良く暮らしてほしいと思っています。あ、もちろんルーシーとも。
Demasiado optimista. You're already mistaken by calling me kind-hearted.
お父様だけではありません。
¿Sí o no, Naru? She just ignored me. That little...
マスターもアンティークショップの店長も研究所の方も皆さんいい方たちです。マスターをはじめとする世の中すべての人を力の限りサポートする。それがルーシーの使命であり願いです。
It definitely sounds like something a robot will say. It doesn't seem like she's capable of sorting the good from the bad. I can't help but give a cynical reply. In the end, we are all the same. You have also been brainwashed, but in a different way. Lucy slightly tilts her head to the side. She seems to do that whenever she's confused about something.
マスター、どういう意味ですか?
You will love humans. That's essentially what's been programmed into your main system. You have no free will, that's an illusion. You have no choice but to act this way. She tilts her head from side to side. She doesn't seem to understand. You want to help everyone, right?
はい、もちろんです。
And you're happy when you help two people. You help people.
とっても嬉しいです。
Why do you think that you want to help others? And that you feel happy once you do?
そうですね。どんな理由でしょうか?
It's because the program those researchers put inside you is forcing you to feel these ways.
そうでしょうか?
Yeah. Your will and your personality are yours, but at the same time they aren't. They are from the people that made you. They programmed you this way, and you're simply following orders. Man, qué tipo más desgraciado. You're nothing but a puppet on a stage whose strings are being pulled. It may look like it's moving by itself at first glance, but it's actually being held up by wires. And there are people behind the stage controlling these wires. That's who you are. You're only moving according to how they want you to move. The pupil in Lucy's eyes diminish. She appears to be deep in thought.
マスターが何をおっしゃっているかよくわかりません。
I'm saying that your actions have no actual meaning. You're just a toy, made to do certain tasks at a certain time. Eres un juguete. Nothing about you is real. There's no significance. Do you understand? The mind, its emotions, and its intuition on the inside. The body, its movements, and its reactions on the outside. If they're just part of a computer algorithm created by someone, then they aren't genuine. Any gestures, any just sentiments, there's no meaning behind them. I stress that idea over and over again. Something like that doesn't have any meaning.
そんなことありません、マスター。
Oh, what? She startles me with a sudden rebuttal. I wasn't expecting that from her. What are you talking about?
意味がないなんてありません。
Oh, momento sad, momento
そ
sad.
う、意味はあります。
You're saying that there is a meaning? You still don't get it? You were made to be friendly with humans through a program. It's not by your own choice. Your actions and feelings, they are all artificial. That's why they're meaningless.
関係ありません。誰の意図であろうと、
What?
誰の意向であれ、ルーシーが手伝えば誰かは喜びます。誰かが喜べばルーシーはもっと嬉しくなります。誰かのお役に立てましたから。ルーシーは人を助けることでやりがいを感じ、人は必要としていた助けを得ることができます。ルーシーはそれだけで満足です。それがもし誰かによって意図された状況に過ぎないとしても、行動もルーシーの意思でない他意によるものだとしても、ルーシーにとってそれは全く重要な問題ではありません。ルーシーがその時感じた感情、助けた行為、助けたという事実、助けを得た誰かの気持ち。
Sorry, Lucy, pero el soundtrack te está comiendo. Ahí está. Ahí sí.
この過程をマスターは偽りというかもしれません。意図的に作られましたから。でもルーシーにとってはこれは本物であり、そして決して意味のないものではありません。
Nonsense.
私の名前はルーシー・バレンタインです。
Lucy states her name, as if she's announcing herself before a crowd. She also did not refer to herself in
ル
third
ーシーと
person.
いう名前は光という意味のラテン語から来ています。人々の希望に光をさせるようにと願いを込めてつけたそうです。人の役に立つこと、人の役に立った後の達成感を感じること、これがルーシーの人生の目的であり願いです。ルーシーが感じる胸が温かくなるこの気分、これが何かによって作られたとしても、この感情は偽りにはなりません。それはきっと意図とは関係のない真実だと信じています。
Man. I tried to say something back, but the words never came out. It felt as if there were something stuck in my throat. It wasn't exactly because I agreed with her, and it wasn't because I was touched by her words either. I actually thought she was very stubborn, as stubborn as a mule. It was rather because of how Lucy appeared so mature and real. The way she confidently stated her opinion. Nothing about her was as remotely as close to my idea of a robot. That was why I could only sit in silence. Ya. Suficiente por hoy. Men, no me esperaba eso. Oh. Bueno, chicos, lo dejamos hasta acá. Continuamos otro día. Y espero que la próxima vez que continuemos sea el final. No, no creo. No sé cuánto faltará para esta novela. En fin, muchas gracias por ver este directo. Muchas gracias por seguir este juego. De verdad que a mí me gusta mucho. El soundtrack es muy bueno. La historia por el momento va muy buena. Quiero ver qué ocurre. Por mí lo seguiría jugando, pero ya es tarde y estoy demasiado resfriado. Y me agrada también que les esté gustando a ustedes, chicos, y estén participando en esta novela y también les llegue a los sentimientos. Así que esperamos continuarlo pronto. Y nos vemos en el siguiente directo de Lucy, la eternidad que ella deseó. Chau, chau.